Once again, it's the entertainer, motivator, educator, Lucky Murray, CHH9.com. Today, we are speaking about Montell Fish, and he's changing the way Christian music is being done, right? Montell Fish, if you haven't known him, man, I've been knowing about Montell Fish. He's like 16 years old. Like, again, 10 years ago when I started to listen to CHH, about 15, 16, I started seeing this kid, Montell Fish. Dreads, a little different. Music was all right. But the brother didn't stop from there. Developed a vlog and took off. His music took pew. And now, the other week, I seen him on Jimmy Fallon. What Christian artist is on Jimmy Fallon? I don't know. But we're going to read an article, and we're going to talk a little bit about his rise and how Christian artists can learn from Montell Fish. Let's go to the article, shall we? Right? It says, Montell Fish became a musician the same way that he began his latest album, with a broken heart, a passion, and I went through a breakup. He says, every time I go through a breakup, I write a good album. At the time, Fish was 16 years old and nearly kicked out his mother's house due to a budding romance with drugs, right? Quickly, he spiraled into a state of depression, unsuccessfully juggling the breakup with his girlfriend and family turmoil, turning to music creation, and eventually got for reprieve. Like, I can't read, man. He was depressed and low, and things go right. He's from Pittsburgh, right? He's from Penn State. So let's talk about Jamie real quick, right? Jamie, his first distributed by Virgin Music. Fish is definitely grieving. Over the course of his creation, the emotional singer-songwriter was immersed in sorrow, shaved his locks, and lost 40 pounds. His outer being reflecting the depressive nature of the 10-track offering. Walking listeners through a gallery of his unfiltered depression, falling, love, and loss, Jamie captured a heart-wrenching longing, all too familiar to audience across genres. The album production is bare bone with desolated guitar instrumentals and teary vocal capturing Fish isolation during his chapter of his life. Right? He produced, wrote, and recorded the album himself. Right? Let's stop right there, people. Let's stop right there, right? So, where are we at right now? I think that, and it goes on to say, I don't want to read the whole thing. Montell Fish's story really started on YouTube when he had a daily vlog and he was putting out music, right? And he was talking about his addiction to the P word, right? I can't say the P word because I don't want YouTube to flag me on this one, right? And the P word is a lot of men that struggle, so it's not like it's a dope situation, right? Let's talk about that, right? But he started, and I started seeing this trend. I did a video about Montell Fish in 2019, about 3 years ago, and I said, man, this dude's about to blow. This dude about to blow. 3 years later, and he has a distribution deal with Virgin Music, right? He has his own situation, and he's sticking to an audience, and he's remind me of NF when it comes to being able to not only be Christian, but get outside of that Christian bubble by his art form alone, right? He didn't stop praising Jesus. He didn't stop talking to these different people. He reminds me a lot about Frank Ocean, but this young man right here is changing the way that Christian music is being done. So what can other artists learn? All right, if you're an artist, what can you learn? One, develop your sound. Don't follow trends. Don't follow anything else, but develop your sound, because you will not stand out if you try to sound like the generic artist. You know, the generic sounding artist, right? We have Frosted Flakes. You can't be great value Frosted Flakes, right? We have Cinnamon Toast Crunch. You can't be great value Cinnamon Toast Crunch. You got to be a different brand. You got to be something different that brings something out too. Continue to follow your heart and follow your dreams, right? This dude wrote, produced, and recorded this album himself, right? Could you have records that you have done that is not professionally recorded? Yes, you can. But do all of y'all need to record y'all records? No, y'all need to spend some money and get somebody to professionally record it, so that way you can at least stand out. And 3, have a plan and a vision and a goal, right? I know this is very vague, but with a T. I do not want to just to talk because you guys listen and I don't want to bore you. But he's changing the game. If you haven't heard of him, listen to his music. He's great. But let me know what you think about this in the comment section below. And also, man, if you made it this far, go to chhnow.com and also subscribe to the channel. It's the entertainer, the motivator, the educator. Please don't forget all three. Like your Murray, back with another. chhnow.com, latest greatest Christian about news, media, stuff like that. Montell Fish, change the game. You let me know what you think about this in the comment section below. But like always, till next time, people.